Hey boys and girls, Doug Giles here, Warriors and Wildmen time. What should we talk about? Let's talk about some biblical badasses, shall we? One of my favorites, King David. David broke onto the scene as a teen, and he acted like a man, had the courage to do what all the other numbnuts in Saul's army wouldn't do, namely kill Goliath. But David didn't have an easy road. Oh, hizzle to the nizzle. David had a rough start, man. He was conceived in sin, number one. Was he a love child like Diana Ross and the Supremes sang about? Looked like it. Number two, his daddy didn't dote on him. No helicopter daddy for David. Matter of fact, Jesse gave David a crappy job. You going back there to that back 40, boy, and you shepherd them sheep. Listen, shepherding sheep is a bad job. You're not going to put that on Facebook, man. You watch them eat grass. You watch them crap, you watch them poop, you watch them have sex, and then you try to keep them from being eaten because they're so stupid. Number three, David's brothers hated him, thought he was a nuisance. Number four, nobody saw any good in him. Nobody saw a king in that team. Not one person. Also, let's see what else. David continued his rejection by men. But David, oddly enough, in his deep rejection, was accepted by God. That's all that matters. Now, please note, and let me hammer these down for you, all David's rejection from his brothers, nobody seeing any good in him having a crappy job, it didn't cause David to go shoot up a school. No, didn't do it. David didn't join a gang because he was lost and lonely. David didn't become bi-curious because no one was showing him any love. David didn't run out and try to kill Johnny Versace. No, David didn't become a class clown and start kissing everybody's butt to get people to like him. What David's rejection did do, his rejection in isolation, it did this weird thing to you little tinkerpots out there. It pushed him to God, man. It was just him and God. Can you dig that? On the back 40, and that was the best thing that could have ever happened to David. Are you listening to me? He and God in the deep rejection got tight. Oh yeah. The deep rejection David received equated a deep love for God. It also spawned this thing called faithfulness and defending God's glory. Imagine that. God's ways and his laws. And David was so driven to God through the rejection of men in his rough start that, his prayers are preserved in this book called the Psalms. Can you read it? I know some of you went to public school, but it's left, right, up, and down. Beautiful stuff, man. For time immemorial. His exuberant worship, with swords, instruments, guitars, shouting, clapping. He didn't learn that in the temple with the little squeaky clean priest. He learned that in the wild. He did that to God. It wasn't prescribed anywhere. He made it up. And that's one of the cool things about David. His rejection by man drove him into the arms of God to where he knew the Lord like few others did. And that's Warriors and Wildmen. That's our biblical badass for this Dougcast. Peace out. Follow us at warriorsandwildmen.com. And remember, always stay rowdy.